Morning breaks over the scrapyard, and Jane begins her search. Every book and tool she uncovers carries a secret waiting to be discovered. This is the start of her day, full of careful planning, clever problem solving, and quiet determination. A gentle morning light breathes life into the forgotten iron piles along the quiet riverbank at dawn. Jane begins her daily routine, searching among the remnants of the past for small, useful treasures hidden away. Then, she carefully uncovers a few discarded books, treasures that hold the knowledge she yearns to learn deeply. When things fall apart, she takes a quiet moment to reflect, finding a lesson in each small setback. By the river, she slowly absorbs the wisdom within the pages, fueling her dream to change the future. At this moment, she watches the muddy water and imagines designing a simple filter for the poor neighborhood. Gradually, she gathers every tiny component, building the first foundation for her homemade clean water system. Soon, detailed drawings appear across a piece of cardboard, carrying new hope for the water her community needs. Meanwhile, although her hands are stained with dust and grease, she patiently connects each narrow pipe. When the bright noon sun stands overhead, she rests peacefully and studies the structure slowly taking shape. After a modest lunch, she carefully prepares fine sand and clean gravel for the special core of her filter. At the same time, the filtering layers begin to form, each grain holding her longing for pure water. Gradually, the first drop falls into the cup, clear as the happy smile of the poor young girl. Seeing the purified water, hope brightens in her eyes and sweeps away the exhaustion of the long day. She does not stop there, continuing to improve the system so it can serve everyone more reliably. Finally, she arranges the leftover metal pieces, turning her small corner into a tidy place for study. As evening falls softly, the sunset paints the scrapyard red, creating a peaceful picture full of life. Under the trembling oil lamp, the little girl studies new knowledge and strengthens her will to overcome hardship. In the silent night, the sparkling stars seem to watch over and encourage the dream of the scrap collector. After a long day of effort, she falls into peaceful sleep, ready for tomorrow's new challenges. Dawn rises again, sunlight stretching over the old iron piles and opening a hopeful new working day. With quick steps, she goes to the filter, nervous to check the water quality after the long night. After that, she diligently cleans every part, making sure the clean water continues flowing safely and steadily. Continuing her work, she skillfully arranges the pipes so water can reach the poor homes nearby. Then, she digs narrow channels with determination, sweat falling while her eyes still shine with faith. At this moment, she begins joining the pipe sections together, checking each connection to prevent precious leaks. Soon, she gently covers the buried pipes with soil, protecting the system from harsh weather and damage. Meanwhile, joy spreads when the first clean water runs from the tap, marking the first real success. Gradually, she understands the value of effort, as every difficulty becomes a lesson worth keeping. When the midday sun burns strongly, she rests in the shade by the river before the afternoon work. After resting, she returns to scavenging, searching for old plastic bottles to use as building materials. At the same time, she sorts each type of plastic, preparing them for new water filtering components. Gradually, the bottles are cut neatly into useful pieces that fit perfectly into her growing system. Each piece is connected with care, forming a strong structure through her patience and clever hands. Now, she checks each joint carefully, making sure not a single drop of water is wasted. After that, she wipes the final device clean, admiring the proud result of her afternoon labor. As the sunset fades gently, the calm river seems to tell a story about a girl rich in persistence. Looking toward the poor houses in the distance, she hopes this clean water will help everyone living there. Gradually, she gathers her tools, ending another long day filled with new knowledge and experience. Then, night covers everything, leaving absolute stillness over the riverside scrapyard beneath the deep darkness. The next morning, early mist surrounds the place, making the scene feel like a new world. As the light begins to push away the fog, she watches closely and feels life beginning again. After that, she gives one final inspection, confirming the water system is ready for the poor neighborhood. Meanwhile, she places her beloved books into a cloth bag, preparing for a mission full of meaning. Gradually, she looks back at the scrapyard, the place that witnessed so many lessons and tireless efforts. Now, she walks slowly along the road toward the neighborhood, her heart rising with great hope. After some distance, she meets the neighbors and eagerly shares her plan for clean water with everyone. Meanwhile, she explains every detail carefully, helping the villagers feel the practical value of the new system. Gradually, with everyone's help, the clean water system is installed quickly, accurately, and with shared excitement. When the noon heat softens, they sit together for a simple lunch, sharing happiness and unity. After that, with the final joint completed, the whole system seems to awaken and operate immediately. At the same time, fresh, clear water flows from the tap, bringing joy and happiness to all. Gradually, they taste the cool water and feel the great change the poor scrap-collecting girl has brought. Soon, seeing their shining faces, she feels that every previous hardship was completely worth enduring. Meanwhile, everyone cleans the area together, returning brightness and order to their beloved poor neighborhood. After that, the sky turns glowing orange and pink, promising a peaceful and happy night for the homes. As twilight fades, she sits quietly on a doorstep, watching the small houses glow after so much labor. Then, laughter echoes from inside, signaling that a brighter new life has begun from this day forward. Finally, night arrives gently, wrapping the dreams that have just become real in soft silence. Then, the starry sky seems to recognize the work of the little girl who changed her neighborhood. Morning comes again with fresh dew, awakening everything with the purity of a brand new day. After a peaceful night, the girl wakes with joy, ready to continue caring for her community. Now, she checks the neighborhood's clean water tap, making sure everything works as perfectly as the first day. Soon, she returns to the riverbank, carrying old books so she can keep expanding her knowledge. Meanwhile, the sound of flowing water becomes background music as she explores new horizons of understanding. Gradually, each notebook page fills with creative ideas meant to improve the quality of life. After that, she studies how plants naturally clean themselves, learning from nature for more unique solutions. Then, an idea for a biological filter forms, promising even cleaner water for the future. At this moment, she enjoys the cool midday breeze and feels peace living close to nature. After resting, she returns to her plans, continuing to serve and beautify life in the poor neighborhood. Gradually, she begins another search for the final pieces needed to upgrade her existing filter system. At the same time, she combines the new materials into the system, believing the water quality will improve. After that, the result exceeds her expectations, and the water becomes clearer than ever before. Soon, she happily shares the achievement with the children, feeling warmth as she watches their smiles. Meanwhile, she tidies everything with careful order, closing a working day full of quiet dedication. Then, the sunset paints the sky in brilliant colors, ending a meaningful day of pride and purpose. After that, she relaxes and watches the world fall asleep, breathing deeply in calm contentment. As evening falls softly, the light from home seems to call her back to rest after many tiring hours. Finally, night covers the land again, carrying beautiful dreams for a poor girl with a great soul. Then, the quiet sky keeps the secrets and fulfilled dreams of the determined young girl safe. Dawn arrives once more through pale morning mist, opening a new day filled with faith and hope. After waking, the girl steps into the yard, smiling at the first sunlight and beginning work with love. Now, she carefully checks the entire system, ensuring clean water is always ready for the poor community. Soon, she arranges her study corner again, preparing to continue building the knowledge she needs for the future. Meanwhile, she studies new technical diagrams, searching for ways to make the system even more useful. Gradually, New ideas fill her notebook, promising many better changes for the lives around her. After that, she looks over the neighborhood with pride, recognizing the great strength born from patience and knowledge. When the sunlight softens near noon, she sits in peace, believing tomorrow will be even brighter. As evening falls gently, the sunset reddens the whole space, closing a long journey rich with achievements. Finally, peaceful night surrounds everyone, promising beautiful dreams of a bright future for the whole community. The next morning, Jane records the water each family uses, learning to manage the system responsibly. She marks each observation carefully, treating every number as another promise to the people she serves. When a small valve loosens, she repairs it, proving maintenance is part of true invention. The children gather near her workbench, watching as she explains how sand, gravel, and charcoal work together. Instead of feeling shy, Jane smiles and shows them that knowledge becomes stronger when it is shared. An elderly neighbor brings warm soup, thanking her for turning discarded things into daily comfort. Jane accepts the simple gift with both hands, feeling the connection between service, gratitude, and hope. Later, she walks back to the river and listens to the current, remembering where the first idea began. The old scrapyard no longer feels like a place of failure, but like a classroom filled with hidden possibilities. She cleans her tools, folds her sketches, and places the newest design beside the books that changed her life. As the evening breeze moves across the riverbank, she understands that a dream grows when it helps others. The moon rises over the clear water, shining on the pipes, notebooks, and small hands that built them. In that calm silver light, Jane promises to keep learning, keep repairing, and keep serving the village. Her journey is not finished, but every clean drop proves that courage can begin with one thoughtful child